Is there an ADHD epidemic in our country? Millions of kids have been diagnosed, and as they grow up, many are staying on their meds.
More and more adults now are seeking treatment for this disorder. Hagit Lamore joining us with more on the trend as Fox 19 investigates. Yeah, she said it. We usually think about this with kids, right?
Exactly. Few people think about adults, but this is being diagnosed more often with adults. Now, childhood diagnosis of ADHD or attention hyperactivity disorder has gone way up. The CDC found a 43% jump between 2003 and 2011. Doctors say that ADHD now, though, is a family affair. Many of the kids' parents now are finding out they might need medicine themselves. The drumming, the nail biting, the constant motion.
It's like living with 3 Tasmanian devils. They drive their own selves crazy.
Tracy Payne says life in her Fairfield home can be exhausting. Her husband Rick, daughter Tiffany, and son Tyler all live with ADHD.
When you see us together, you can see that it's not just something that people make up.
All 3 take Adderall, a drug prescribed to manage the disorder.
I've always been hyper as heck. I mean, I don't sit still.
In fact, Rick only started taking meds after he watched how he says Adderall helped his children.
I knew the kids were on it, and one day I went to the doctor and I'm like, hey doc, what do you think about this? And he's like, yeah, definitely.
Doctors are diagnosing more and more adults. In fact, about 2.5% of adults in the United States have the disorder. The CDC says the number of kids who've received an ADHD diagnosis also continues to rise. 11% of school-aged kids, nearly 6.5 million children.
Most people who are diagnosed with ADHD or who have it as kids go on to continue to have symptoms as adults. People don't really grow out of it like we used to think that they do.
It was my ADHD, and like many kids with ADHD, I didn't outgrow it.
Maroon 5's frontman Adam Levine is one of several celebrities openly talking about their ADHD.
And, I think it's become more acceptable to talk about ADHD as well as other psychiatric diagnoses and openly.
But according to the American Psychiatric Association, while many doctors believe children and adults can benefit from ADHD treatment, other experts think too many adults are medicated. Another concern, aggressive marketing by pharmaceutical companies. The FDA has warned several ADHD drug manufacturers for false and misleading advertising, some for exaggerating the effectiveness of medications.
It's your ADHD.
And an important note, the Adam Levine PSA is sponsored by Shire Pharmaceuticals, the maker of Adderall.
That's beautiful.
But with a family and a full-time job, Tiffany says her ADHD medication helps her function.
I calm down enough to where I can focus on just, I need to do, these few things and not 800 things at one time.
I don't see myself getting through college without it. And
her brother, Tyler, diagnosed when he was 13, says he plans to take Adderall for the rest of his life. And while seeking treatment for ADHD is a personal decision, Tracy Payne says it's the best decision her family ever made.
They're happy, their self-esteem is great, and it's been wonderful. It's truly brought our family together.
By the way, the Payne family is not unusual. Studies have shown that ADHD is hereditary, just like hair color or height. So if you think you or a loved one may have adult ADHD, we have a quiz on our website, fox19.com. We hope that you take a look at it, and if you feel like you have it, the best thing that you can do is go to a doctor and get diagnosed. And by the way, you did see some pictures in there of some other adults who have ADHD who are famous, like Ty Pennington, who does all the home shows, and some famous swimmers, various other people.
I'm sure there's so many people out there that we just don't know of.
Right.
Right.